Hey guys, this is Musings with Mavry, and as always, I am your host, Mavry. So today we're going to be looking at Goblin Slayer Episode 2. Uh, Last episode, I made the prediction that we're going to get some of their backstory of the Priestess and the Goblin Slayer, as well as maybe get some start to gather some other party members. Like, this is normally the time when you would introduce new cast to add to the party, because obvious, you can't just have an adventure party with 2 people, right? You need more. I'm looking at a party of at least 4 people, maybe 5 or 6. It depends. It depends on how the anime wants to go. So, as always, I'll go through the episode blind first, and then in the end, I'll give my thoughts and review on this episode. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we haven't seen this guy before. Is this the Goblin Slayer's family? Oh, I thought that was the mother. Her hairstyle, though, it's generally a flag of someone who will fall to illness or, terrible things will happen to them. That's what we call a bad luck hairstyle. So is this a death flag? Oh, okay. That went completely different from what I expected. I assume we're getting the opening now? English. Interesting. Okay, and that was the opening. Oh, nice. And as I think I saw a total of 5 people there. An archer and also an older guy. You know, knowing the first episode, all I can think about right now is whether the girl is also going to die. 5 years ago. See, initially, I thought that the Goblin Slayer was this girl's brother. I mean, he could still be, but... Hmm. Dang, so farmers need to pay for extermination themselves? Yeah, it's true. I wonder where Priestess is. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is one of those settings where the Adventurers Guild also sells potions. Really? Full body plate armor? Yeah, that's a bad one. Oh, a month has passed? Okay, so they're going out. Hmm? Similar to the one that got slaughtered before? Well... Yeah, he's been doing this way before you. I don't know why. When I look at this girl, I just keep picturing bunny ears on her head. For some reason. Just the way she's built. So again, how are they only the lowest level of monsters if they can do something like this? Yeah, like I said, her hairstyle. Oh, so that was the brother. Again, I don't understand. If goblins are something that you need to sink so much time and effort to kill, they're definitely not low-level monsters. Oh, so they knew it's him. Oh, she's leveled up. She can use something else now. So he's burning them alive? Why? Are you supposed to act a certain way when you're sober? That's it? That's the episode? Okay, I guess in this one we delve into his past. Anyways, let me listen to this ending first, and then I'll meet you guys back later. Okay, so there's more after the ending. So this guy is famous enough to have bards sing about him? New character? Okay, so here we have the archer. Elven archer, it seems. And we are back. So that was episode 2 of Goblin Slayer. Bit of a slow episode, but it touched the points which I thought it would touch, which is, you know, a little bit about our hero's past, and as well as introducing some new characters who are going to potentially be the new party members. I'm assuming that they're going to be the party members because I saw them appear in the opening. So we had, you know, Elven Archer Girl, and then we had the old guy. No idea who he is, but you know, just by looking at his character design, I'm thinking maybe also a unarmed unarmed combat martial arts type of guy. And then the green dude who I have no idea, but you know, he's big, bulky, muscular, probably a fighter type as well. And you know, look at it turn out to be like a mage or something and completely blow my mind. But that's just my initial impressions of how I feel like those should be. And so we also dove in a little bit into the Goblin Slayer's past. I thought that the other girl, the redheaded girl, was his sister, but I guess it's not. It's just a, you know, childhood friend. He only had another elder sister who was killed by goblins. So, yeah, a pretty predictable story. You know, a guy traumatized by goblins deciding to exact his revenge and walk on the path of goblin slaying. Um, yeah, that's pretty much to be expected. Like, there's nothing particularly plot twisting there. You know, what I thought was that, you know, after all this time, and then the Goblin Slayer turns out to be a goblin himself. That was what I was thinking, and holy shit, what kind of plot twist that would be. But right now it seems to be pretty generic. Um, and again, the biggest thing that I still can't quite get over is what exactly is the status of goblins in regards to this universe, this world setting. Because apparently everybody still feels that it's, you know, they're the lowest rank, lowest tiered monsters. But, you know, even a guy like Goblin Slayer, he says he needs to he honed his skills over many years to be as proficient at goblin slaying as he is now. And he's not like going in and just completely slaughtering them. He, you know, once they get, they're still like in the first episode, we actually saw some goblins able to get close to melee range to the Goblin Slayer. And he's relying on a lot of, you know, tricks to complete his goals. So, you know, this can be, I would say there's maybe two theories I have right now. One is that actually goblins are really, really weak. It's just that um, the average person is even weaker. So what I mean by this is that probably this kid, you know, Goblin Slayer, he was not meant to be a warrior from the beginning. He was an ordinary person, you know, a farmer, whatever. And he decided to walk on this path, and so he then started training. So probably he's not, as some adventurers in the guild were saying, he probably isn't going to be able to take on larger or higher ranked monsters because he's doing most of his work not by his own technique or strength, but by using his head. Okay? So, I would think that makes sense. So that way, we can see why, even though everybody says goblins are lower ranked, they still seem to pose some trouble for a supposedly silver ranked adventurer. Silver ranked is already quite high, right? I remember the highest being platinum, gold, and silver. So that's like already the third highest ranked, and he's still having trouble with goblins. I rest my case. I'm just thinking maybe later on they're going to slay a dragon or something, and then I'll eat my words. But until then, I stick by my theory that Goblin Slayer actually is not a very good fighter. Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to see in the next few episodes because the new party members are coming out. I didn't expect them to already know each other and, all three come out at the same time. I was thinking more, traditionally we would say one episode or two episodes letting us know one character, and then another one or two episodes another character, and then so maybe everybody would be within the party by episode, I don't know, 6 or 7, and then we can start getting into the meat of the story. But it seems that it's not going to go that direction. So, besides those 2 points, I think there's not that much else to talk about. Priestess, I would like to know a little bit more about her story, as well as know a little bit more about how they get their abilities. So, it seems that these are kinds of, they call them blessed miracles. So, I assume you need to have a certain, is it like a certain level? Or a certain level of, closeness with their deity, in this case, Mother Earth? I don't know. It's a weird system right now, so I'd like to know more, as well as know her story as well. But I guess I'm assuming we're going to get that in the future. But as for now, just a pretty plain follow-up episode. Yeah, that sums it up. So, anyways, I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys again in episode 3. In the meantime, I also have some other content coming out, other anime that I'm watching this fall, except, copyright issues. I'm still trying to see how I can circumvent that. But anyways, let me know your thoughts below, and as always, see you guys next time.